Today we're touring one of the most spectacular homes in all of Arizona, which happens to also be sitting in the most prestigious city, Paradise Valley. It's essentially the Beverly Hills of Arizona, just without the paparazzi. This home features everything from the underground secret bunker, the shooting range, commercial grade golf sim, indoor pickle and basketball courts, and a resort-styled pool in the backyard, all while still feeling like a home. This property took 3 years to build with 23,417 square feet of interior living space, 6 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, with details in every square foot of this home. And that's all thanks to Regal American Homes. I also want to give a huge thank you to Katrina Barrett, the listing agent of this home and owner of Christie's International here in Paradise Valley. And with that, I think it's time we start this tour here on the grounds and exterior of this compound. So right away, you can tell the scale and volume of this space. We're sitting on just under 2.5 acres, and a large part of that is dedicated to the backyard and the carport. This home is obviously built around the idea of entertainment. Look at the car spots. At least 25, 30 cars. You can easily fit 1,000 people inside this home and maybe 1,000 more in the backyard. And then right away, you notice the garage. We have 5 garage doors here. The 2 main ones I want to talk about are these 14 feet high ones, and then on the far right and in the one dead center, you can actually drive through those. So if you have an RV, we've got about 28, 29 feet of depth when you enter that place. So if you're a touring artist or you just like hanging out in your RV and traveling the country, they've got room for everything. Not including also if you're a car collector, just stacking those 3 high, you've got plenty of space to do so. And also I want to point out the different mixed use of materials that they're using on this home. I mean, there's just so many great sight lines, but if you stop right here, you're going to see the metal roof, the different textures from the tan stucco, the wood siding, and then also the warehouse inspired windows that are all framed in steel. So you're going to notice a lot of the glass, concrete, and mixed use of those materials, not only on the exterior of this home, but also on the interior. They did a great job creating fluidity. Now heading back to the front entrance where we began this tour, I also wanted to highlight and point out the fact that this home is sitting on what's called a flag lot, which means the only way to see this home is if you're invited in, making for the ultimate private and secure living experience. Now stepping into your gated front yard, we've got turf areas on my left and right. We have trees lining the fence area, which eventually will grow and cover this area even more. We have olive trees framing this entrance. You'll notice the scale of everything is very true to how large this home is, even with these lanterns on each side of this 10-foot tall steel pivot door. This is the focal point of this entrance. You'll notice Regal, everything they did in this home was commercial grade to the highest of quality. All the materials used throughout this home is very consistent. So as you open this up, you'll notice right away that there is another 10-foot tall glass pivot door. And you can open these up, let the breeze come in and out, and also let visitors just travel straight from your front entrance in the carport, straight out to the party in the backyard. So it's a really great experience. We have 2 different wings in this house. One being the kids wing, which we'll get to later in this tour, and then the second one being the living, dining, and of course, the primary suite on the end. These fixtures hanging in the center of this room are also to scale. The fog glass being held up by leather. You're gonna notice a lot of those mixed use materials in this home. So already, check this out, 6 feet in width. And you're gonna notice that scale grow and grow as we head to the living room. But I wanted to point out the pass-through windows as this home does sit north to south, and we have the sun setting west behind Camelback Mountain. It's really, really beautiful. This home is appointed perfectly to that mountain. Our first powder room is down this hallway. You'll notice these circular chandeliers as well, again, fogged, creating for that intimate, warm atmosphere that this home has. White oak planks, 10 inches in width on the ceiling as well. You're gonna notice the doorway widening once more as we step in to the great room. This is such a beautiful space. The artwork was curated specifically for this room. The interior design done by Loft 31, they absolutely killed it in collaboration with the De Cesare design group. From the L-shaped green couch, complemented with these custom stools right here, right in front of this gas fireplace. I mean, look at the size of this mantle right here. And at its highest peak is 20 feet in height. But adding depth back into this very volume-centric room are these really cool fixtures and then these steel beams that run the entire width of this room. So this is a really, really cool feature. But making it cozy once again, because again, we're working with volume here, are these conversation leather chairs, and then the fur rug below us, and then the rustic furniture. We have more materials even on the walls. There's hardly any drywall in this home. You'll notice each room has its own character, its own theme that they lean into, this time with the cowhide and then encased in wood. It's just a really, really great detail. And another awesome detail, one that you can't even see, is let's say you have kids running around, you don't really want a bar sitting out in the open. Well, they did something pretty creative. They made a speakeasy. And it's seamless because we have a bookshelf on each side and we're getting transported back into the prohibition area. We have open shelving for your liquors, ice, refrigerators that pull out, everything in here, and it's temperature controlled. It feels amazing in here. I love this green wraparound booth, the fogged mirrors, and more importantly, are these barrel brick ceilings that are illuminated with this uplighting, really creating more character and texture in this space. Feels good in here. Feels really good in here, just being outside for a little bit here in Arizona. It gets warm and you can just go in there, chill with your friends, watch the game, drink some whiskey, and smoke a cigar. So a great place to hang out. These ceilings get higher again as we step into our open concept dining and kitchen area. Starting here on this oversized island, you also notice we have 3 custom cowhide stools tucked away under this massive countertop. These Art Deco fixtures hanging above. Everything is very complimentary. Deep sink with 2 faucets and a workstation. And then off to my left, we have an 8-burner gas stove, quartzite countertop carried onto the backsplash. And you can have this ventilation system up here that is made from steel. Again, blending in those other materials into the kitchen from the outside even. Detailed hardware, even on the handles and cabinets. And we have 2 dishwashers here built in. We have a lot of storage just alone in this island. And then off to my right, we have 1 and 2 Sub-Zero refrigerators with more workspace with that minimal veining from that quartzite countertop that we just saw. And the kitchen island is perfectly sized to this custom dining table. I mean, you've got seating for 8 people alone here, probably even 10 if you wanted to add a head on each table. Back behind me, you'll notice another workstation. 2 Miele ovens off to the right, and then off to the left of that workstation, we have 2 more Miele ovens. So definitely, again, built around the idea that they're gonna have a lot of foot traffic here and gonna be entertaining constantly. Here's the breakfast nook, and I love this circular marble-looking chandelier being held up by this warm leather. I love all the different materials that they're using, all the different textiles, adding that nice warm tone back into the breakfast nook. Another workstation here, decanter, wine, even have a wine fridge and a built-in Miele appliance. And I like these dark brown espresso cabinets that they put in here as well. Just beautiful. I do also want to point out the location that this home sits. We're in Paradise Valley, so imagine sitting here for breakfast or dinner as the sun is setting behind Camelback Mountain. You've got these 10-foot tall sliding glass pocket doors opened up. You got your friends and family hanging out, the fire pit's going, and you just have this amazing view each and every day. I mean, you are within walking distance of Camelback Mountain. It's stunning, and there's so much great shopping and nightlife here in Paradise Valley as well. This is kind of the hot spot. Now as we head back down to the beginning of this kitchen where we entered, you'll notice even more storage space. As we step in, we are now in the butler's kitchen. So back behind me, we'll get into this in just a moment. To my left, we have what's called a Costco room. And right behind here, we have a commercial grade freezer. So when it's 110 degrees in Arizona, you can just come inside here, inside your freezer in your butler's kitchen and hang out for a little bit. But speaking on the HVAC system, again, Regal, they always go above and beyond. You can have your AC on here in this home at 65 degrees all summer long and be fine because they had all the units oversized for this almost 24,000 square foot home. Here's your workspace area. You could literally have people working in the kitchen as the rest of your guests are coming and going. You have a professional commercial grade water system right here. So all your water is filtered, and even the hardware back here is all textured. Again, just really, really well done. Coming out of your butler's kitchen, pretend you're having friends and family over, you have staff cooking in the back here and serving guests. To not disturb anyone coming and going from this powder room, you can actually close this pocket door up, and then obviously people can walk into this very industrial black and white subway tile themed powder room. This is the brains of the house. Behind this door is a bunch of wires. That is the AV room. And you're gonna notice all the millwork and the detail. They actually did 10 coats of paint on these walls. So everything was over the top, commercial grade here in this house. And now we're stepping into a room that I feel has the most foot traffic typically, which is the mudroom. You've got a side entrance here out to your carport, which we were at earlier in this tour, and then a 2-stall car garage, which you could fit probably up to 12 cars if you stacked them, if you're a car collector. But here in the mudroom, I love the fogged glass over these light fixtures here, creating for a moody atmosphere. They did a great job with the lighting, the interior design throughout this space. Here behind me, you notice the lockers. And one great detail I really liked was this metal graded finish. They're not open, but it still lets moisture pass through. And obviously you have your lockers set up here as well, but they're all closed, hidden away, so any of your items is not on display. So heading down the hallway, we have a little seating area, and I really like this because these chairs, for me, I don't know, they feel like giant teddy bears when you sit on them. They're like super soft, and of course you have these plush leather ottomans right here. But my favorite part of this is this courtyard. And this just feels like an Italian countryside with these olive trees on each of the corners, and then these doors pockets. And as you come out here, it's about 10 to 15 degrees cooler as you step outside in the courtyard. And it also gives you this bohemian vibe as well, with these circular chandeliers hanging from these large wooden cross beams. Just a great vibe. And even the brick has this whitewashed effect as well. And all these concrete slabs divided by these pebbles. The scale and everything just stays true throughout this home. You can really tell this is a custom home. Everything was thought of. And on those colder Arizona nights, which we do get, you have a gas fireplace to cuddle up around out here in the courtyard space, just inviting all your family and friends from the great room out here and just enjoying Arizona, which is 80% sun year round. So we always have great weather here. And also you'll notice the cutouts here on the walls in the courtyard, letting light back into those hallways here in the primary suite wing, which normally wouldn't get natural light if it weren't for having a space like this one. Right here, we have an in-home gym, which we'll get into as we step into the primary suite wing. But stepping back up, we're gonna pass by the kitchen, more of that beautiful millwork, and pay attention to a couple things because I'm pointing out the millwork for a reason. And there's something foreshadowing happening down this hallway, which we'll get into right after we step into this beautiful office, which in my opinion, may have the best view of the Camelback Mountain in this entire home. So front and center, out this window, the sun will drop behind this mountain and you just overlook your pool. It's just beautiful. This is truly a resort. And I love this open concept that they have here with the shelving and the recessed lighting. It's very beautiful, well done. And I don't know how much work I'd get done if I was in this office because the view is mesmerizing. But down the hallway, we're gonna step into the primary suite wing. So there's actually a door right here, which you can lock off entirely. And this entire part of the house is yours. So I was hinting at something, and there you have our first secret room, like a second secret room of this entire home. So they call this the love nest. So it's like a movie theater, but as you can see, there's seating for two because this is just for the primary suite for them to use, and it's hidden behind this hallway. As we just saw, upholstered walls, very plush, everything's soft, and obviously you can notice the sound deadening that we have in here by the change, and the audio just got a little bit nicer, but a really great vibe in here. I like that it is seamless into this millwork as we step into the primary suite. You have the sun setting behind Camelback Mountain, and every morning you get to wake up and look at that amazing view that you have. Just a beautiful backdrop in your room. And then behind your king-size bed, this entire wall is wrapped in leather. So it's just another amazing, thoughtful detail they added into this home. Vaulted ceilings, and then hanging above those is this very intricate chandelier. And just speaking of the size and volume that we have in here, everything is put back into perspective with what they put together, from this enormous bed to this oversized gas fireplace to your 75-inch TV above it. Everything is to scale, although it's very, very large. And as we exit this room, I want to point out not only the doorways that we have here that are super deep, but also the textured wallpaper. Again, we're going to notice that throughout this home, all the textures and different mixed use of materials, but multiple bathrooms in this house. One is just off to my right, so we have a powder room here, just in case you can't make it to your actual bathroom, which is down this hallway. So we have hers and his bathroom. We'll step into hers first. So as you step inside here, you're gonna notice the white oak on the ceilings once again, and this very ornate chandelier made of marble above. And you've got her vanity set up right here, which also peeks into the backyard with a window behind this mirror. Now, this is kind of like a car wash. So as we step into this bathroom, you can actually walk all the way through it. We've got a water closet right behind me with a toto, and we have this freestanding oversized tub. And I love this shower. So check out this detail. So you can actually program to talk to this shower, but for the demonstration, I'll show you guys all the different features. So you can turn on 6 different shower heads at once. And you can do this all from your phone as well. So all of the features are turning on right now. And then if you want, there's a temperature, you can have it set to the exact degree of how hot or cold you have your shower. And you can program that so in the morning, you wake up at 8, your shower is already on and going, so you can hop out of bed, head straight into your shower and just be on with your day. So let's step into his bathroom, another water closet, kind of mirroring the other side. And then of course his vanity set up right here, more of that recessed lighting below to give off that floating effect. Now straight down here, open shelving off to my right, textured wallpaper again, and this is his closet. So you have that recessed lighting, kind of making it feel like a boutique gallery of sorts, and then this nice island to put your watches and display items here, get ready for the day. He's got a shoe collection I am extremely jealous of. He's got Jordan 1s, Travis Scott's, Off-Whites. He's got everything set up here, just all dead stock. But as we walk through here, we have a laundry room. So super accessible, extremely convenient, as our other laundry in this home is on the opposite side of the home. In case you sleep with your dog, we also have a dog run out through this door, and that leads you actually out to the shed, that entertainment space, which we'll get to here later in this tour. Also convenient to have a sink in here as well on top of your laundry. So her closet, again, that boutique gallery type feeling with the recessed lighting, custom cabinets, and the island set up here as well, and then a full-size mirror and floor-to-ceiling shoes. Gotta have that. And this all pockets off. So if you're getting ready, you can completely separate yourself from the rest of the bathroom. So stepping back through her side, we're gonna head down this hallway, and we have a lot more to get into as we head down this hallway in just the primary suite wing. So this room is gonna be a red light therapy room, but right now they're just using it as storage. Off to my right, we have the oversized in-home gym, but just like everything in this home, it feels like it belongs here because we have so much volume and everything was just so well spaced out. You could have an instructor right here teaching a yoga class or a spin cycle class, wraparound mirrors, so you can check out your form. You've got a rowing machine set up. You've got it all here. And then just out these sliding glass doors, that pocket as well, just like we saw earlier, out to that courtyard space. But after you're done with that hard workout, you gotta grab a water from one of your 2 refrigerators that pull out. You have another powder room. Can't go anywhere in this house without another bathroom. So kind of an industrial clean vibe in here with a tan porcelain tile. Everything is very complimentary. And then stepping down the hall all the way at the end, you have an entire room dedicated for a masseuse to come and roll out your muscles after your workout. And another thing to note on is that the walls are plush and soft to the touch. Once again, it's rare to see that a couple times in a home, but almost every room we've been in so far has something on the walls. There's not a lot of drywall in this home. And then over here, of course, we have built-in open shelving, more of that downlighting, illuminating, anything your masseuse and massage therapist has here for you. And now, I think it's time I show you guys the craziest thing in this home. I can't show you exactly where it's located because it's top secret. And it's probably a large reason you guys clicked on this video. Here we are at the main entrance in the bunker. Again, this is top secret. So we're about to go 20 feet below the house. And you're gonna notice all the concrete, everything's exposed, super industrious. Feels like we're going down into Dr. Evil's secret lair. I mean, look at the lights. Everything kind of just really leans and gives off that bunker vibe, which obviously where we're going to right now. It just keeps going. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a home. And now we finally landed underneath the surface into this lounge hangout area. So you imagine chilling down with your friends and family, watching the game, bumping music, as we do have a surround sound system built in. If you want to replicate something like this bunker, it's going to set you back just north of $4 million. We also have a shower right here, currently being set up as a storage room, so we won't get in there, but off to my left, we do have a very industrial bathroom set up. And leaning into that industrialness that this space has, you can notice the hardware here, even on the cabinets, look like bolts. I love how they decorated with the armory and all the stuff that we see here on the ground and on the console. But wrapping around, obviously this is why we're down here, right? I mean, just take your pick on this wall, and then once you've found out which one you want to try out, you go through the most oversized safe door I've ever seen, 8 feet in height, super heavy, solid steel. And if you step in, this is the 2-lane, 50 caliber rated shooting range. This is nuts. So this is all 20 feet below your house. And obviously we've done a little bit of shooting today and a little bit of target practice, and you can actually play games on here, set up simulations for different scenarios, and you can actually change the feet on this as well. So more close range stuff, pistol stuff, and then we can go as far as 66 feet back if you're doing more long range training. This is pretty phenomenal. But now we're gonna step back out and head up the stairwell, and things get even crazier because this place just keeps on going. Just down here is like 1,500 square feet. And as we go up, it adds another like 7,000 to 8,000. I mean, check this out. So this takes you up to what they've nicknamed the shed. And up here is a game room. Well, you guys will see. So a couple secret doors later, we've now stepped up into what they've nicknamed the shed. This is the party barn, which can all be accessed from the backyard, and that primary suite wing, which I mentioned earlier up that dog run. African and buffalo supervising above. And as you step over to this corner, you've got some squirrels riding raccoons, stealing your peanut butter and your whiskey, playing drums and instruments. But if that's not your type of game, we do have Big Buck Hunter right here. So they've got all types of games to keep you busy in here and have a lot of fun, as this is, you know, the party shed, right? These sliding glass doors all open up to your covered patio. There's so much patio space here, thousands of square footage. Over here, you have the lounge area, some leather chairs, a ton of different mixed use of leathers and different skins here. On the hangout area, pool table, got the cowhide rug below. Then you have this amazing wraparound bar, leather right here to rest your arms, brass on the countertops, just a super oversized but yet fitting to the space. All these fixtures look like bullets, which is obviously what we just did. And I love this sink right here. This is all gonna patina over time as well. And you can just serve your friends and family here. You could literally have a full-on party here, host thousands of people, have a bartender set up, and obviously catering. You even have a moose set up above your shuffleboard area overlooking the rest of the party barn. And the games do not stop here. I mean, there's just great areas to get away. But behind this door is the largest in-home golf simulator that you're probably ever gonna see. I mean, this is commercial grade. This is an 11-foot tall projector screen. And we're gonna see how I do in a suit today. So let me know what I can do to improve my swing. But let's say if I get over, I don't know, like 200 yards, you guys have to like the video. Oh man, this is first take, by the way. This is, I'm probably gonna rip my suit, honestly. I hooked it or sliced it, I don't know which one, pretty bad. I hope that gets over 200. That might do it. That might do it. 231. 231. Look at that ball speed, 140 miles per hour. Look at this right here. I was pretty close to the hole. Not that bad, not that bad. Okay, Now we're gonna continue on, but we do have a dartboard, tons of stuff to play bags, and obviously, got the poker table off in the corner for tournaments and stuff. Probably gonna lose all my money if I did something like that. But right here, we've got a couple powder rooms set up, kind of matching the rustic energy that this barn gives off. Have this optical illusion of a mirror happening at the end of the hallway. And then you've got a custom Harley with an alligator seat right here in this nook. Just a lot of great detail and just adding back into this home. And a couple details I want to mention about this bar. I mean, check out where you're placing your feet. Just piping, matching the rest of the bar back here. Beautiful. Everything in this home has so much great character. And like I said, the games continue and you can overlook into, again, I'm saying like the largest of the golf simulator, but this is probably the largest pickleball court in Arizona. Right here, we've got an antelope or a gazelle. Which one is that? I don't know. But as we step around the corner, we're gonna step down and we're gonna see what other things we can get into while in a suit. So down here, we've got, I don't know, 40-foot tall ceilings. I mean, like I said, you could probably host a scrimmage down here for sure. So let's see. Oh man. Okay. All right. My shirt came out, but hey, we did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, we're going for a 3? In a suit is crazy. All right. Oh. Okay, let me take the suit off. I feel like that wasn't a good example of my capabilities here. All right, there we go. All right, so that was the shed. Now let's go outside and check out that resort-style pool. Now let's go check out this beautiful backyard. This is like a resort back here, guys. This is 2 10-foot-tall sliding glass pocket doors. You'll notice from the gray tile to the travertine, the transition here, the tracks are all flush as well, so no tripping hazards, everything's super flush. You're gonna see that everywhere in this home. So covered patio space out here, got 2 fans, got that architectural sound system in the ceiling, restoration hardware furniture even out here on the exterior patio. Huge oversized gas fireplace encased in steel, 75-inch TV above it, a huge scale out here, but everything feels very fitting. Look at all this travertine everywhere. Multiple pathways leading to the pool from every direction. Clean, modern landscaping with all those right angles to kind of mimic, obviously, the exterior of this home. So you walk over here. When you're done with the pool, you can step into your outdoor shower. So you have 2 separate showers out here, a bench, and obviously privacy. And then off to my left, we even have a little bathroom as well for the pool. Now looping back out, we're gonna use this other pathway and step down into our resort-like pool and spa area. This is gorgeous. It's amazing because you can pretty much guarantee 80% of the time you're gonna have sunshine here in Arizona. So this pool is gonna get a ton of use. You've got a Baja shelf here, the spa, everything's temperature controlled, of course. And at night, this all lights up, different colors. It's just a great fun party atmosphere. And this loops all the way around. We have a gas fire pit off to my right underneath these umbrellas. Even included in all this is a diving board, which we have definitely used a number of times since being here, which is super fun. And this all loops back out into our outdoor kitchen. So let's do that now and I'll show you guys more of this outdoor decking space. As like I said earlier, there's thousands of square feet of just places to roam and hang out and obviously be shaded by the sun here. I just love all the different sight lines that this home has, from the different angles on the roof line here and the different materials between the brick, the clad siding, the stucco. It's just really cohesive. I mean, it's flawless. The attention to detail was super important. And obviously that's just what Regal does. And I just noticed as I'm glancing over here, the chimney off the shed that we were just at continues. The wood actually goes through the roof. And it's just, again, the continuation I just spoke on. So I'm noticing different things every single time in every direction I look. But now stepping here into this covered patio space, just off of our kitchen area and that breakfast nook, you have this lounge area that overlooks the backyard. And look at this. This is really unique. These steel beams right here, not only on the fireplace that opens up on a corner, just super unique, but also the steel beam that's supporting this. Everything just really comes together with these materials, including on this concrete two-tier bar system, outdoor kitchen, this oversized hood vent above your grilling area, made from sheet metal, mimicking the materials commonly used in this home, from the steel, the brick, the glass, the concrete, the woods. Everything was just really, really well done. And a very important feature in this home, especially in a sunny state like Arizona, is a shade, instantly protecting you from the sun. But of course, in this house, it's gotta be huge. I mean, look at the size of that. And it's all from a push of a button. That's so fun. And then over here, this doorway enters into the hallway where that office was that we toured earlier in this video. But as we step across, we're gonna head over into the kids portion of the house. And yes, the kids have an entire wing of this home just off the left of that main entrance where we began this tour. Like this pathway that leads up to the great room. There's no dead zones or dead ends in this home. It's just extremely fluid. Everything's open to the outdoors. You also have a divider space right there with the trees, dividing the conversation from this portion of the house. The kids have a covered patio space, which we'll get to, off their lounge and playroom. You even have this little decorative dog right there, which is super fun and playful, being on the kids' wing. And this is the big moment in this house. Just pouring light into this main entrance where we first began this tour. Regal built this home to last forever. I mean, this home has a drainage network like that of a home out of the Midwest where it actually rains on a common basis, unlike Paradise Valley where we get rain, I don't know, a couple times a year, but when it does rain, it rains hard. So they built this and sealed it like a G-Wagon. This thing is airtight. So through this 12-foot tall glass pivot door, this is where we first began this tour. This is the big emphasis in the heart of this home.
We don't cut any corners. So this house, starting from the simplest framing, we didn't just use a regular duck fur. We use an LVL studs. We use a zip system. So day one, the house is waterproof. That's the craftsmanship and care and love we give the Regal homes. And then Loft 31 did the furnishing and some of the finishing as well. And they did a phenomenal job.
Before the furniture was in, even with the beautiful finishes, it didn't make sense yet. But I would say even beyond a Regal home, the biggest difference here is the scale.
And down the hall is the kids' wing. This entire portion of the house is dedicated just for the kids. So you have these warehouse-styled windows letting natural light come in. As the sun rises from the east, we also have some shades that drop from a push of a button, and then the sun sets directly behind Camelback Mountain. And I've been talking about how great the scale and proportions are of this home. I mean, again, with the custom artwork fitting and framing this wall beautifully. And then off to my right, we have a character-filled powder room right off our kids' lounge area. Floating vanity. I love the contrast of blues here in this bathroom, and then the penny tile backing it. You'll notice that kind of round theme as well, even here on the sconces that also mimic these chandeliers that go down the entire length of this hallway. So stepping into the lounge area, I love this space. Like, if you're a kid and you're coming to this house, it's like a mini resort for kids and obviously adults, because we have a lot of features that come together and nothing clashes in this home whatsoever. The interior designers absolutely killed it. With the oversized ottoman, matching the pillows and the upholstery, which is soft to the touch here on the wall, the custom skateboards as well. All the colors and everything mesh so well. Again, that's thanks to Loft 31 and the DeCesare design group. So they just killed it. They went all out again on this property. Another thing that I loved about this room are the hidden doors. So you probably can't see them on camera, but what I love about it is these handles don't look like handles to those hidden doors for storage, because it wraps this entire room and acts as like a divider. So it's just a really great feature that you get in a custom home like this one. So again, I think this is so cool. And it also provides a little bit of soundproofing as well. You have a really cool modern fixture above, black painted ceilings, again, just setting more of the mood here. But now as we step out, we're gonna go down the hallway, step into the arts and crafts room, and then hit up a couple bedrooms. So more of that brick here on the wall, and this all pockets off. So you can actually slide these shut and the kids can be getting their homework done as well. If they're homeschooled or just having friends over, you can literally celebrate birthday parties here. So you've got an arts and craft table. These shades come down. It opens up to this little courtyard area here on the front portion of the house. And touching on the school aspect is you could have a whole tutor in right here. We're test taking on this peninsula island, having another chair pulled up, getting work done, custom white oak cabinets, vertical slat boards, backing all this. And you're gonna see that same exact setup mirrored just over here. So as you walk into this door, obviously these shades go up, open up to that outdoor space, another place to get work done, test taking, and then off to my left is a storage area. I love the backsplash in here. Again, it's more playful. You have that classic checkerboard backsplash, and you have a sink in here as well, which is perfect, as obviously we're a very art-focused home here. They're pushing their kids to be creative. And as you can see, the artwork that goes 14 feet up, and you see the ceilings here is all reclaimed wood. It's just really beautiful, and it belongs here in this room. You also have that metal divider, which we saw in the lounge area. So a lot of great detail throughout this home. They just went through every single thing. There was no expense spared. You have a great hangout area right here, overlooking, again, another little courtyard, letting more natural light come in here. And I love the mixed use of trees and kind of just pushing nature back inside this home. So there's more rooms off to my right, but we're gonna first hit up his and her rooms. So we've got closet space on my right, more of these really tall 8-foot doors. And as we step in, your first impression is just to look out this window. You see Camelback Mountain right here behind the hill. It's just beautiful. Love this car, love seat right here just below the window. He's got a little workstation, and you're gonna notice a king size bed set up right here. One thing I think is amazing, like I mentioned earlier, is the upholstered walls. So all soft to the touch, and it adds like a really nice acoustic feel to all of these rooms. It just elevates the space. We've got a lot of cool stuff in the rooms. First stop we're gonna make is in the closet. And the reason we're going in the closet is because there's a little door. And if you push open this little space, it actually reveals his music room. So you can go in here, jam out, soundproofed. He's got his drums, his guitar, keyboard. The kid's gonna be on tour anytime now. So as we push back out, we're gonna hit up his bathroom. This has more of a dark masculine tone. Got that recessed lighting again here, and on the backsplash of this vanity, it looks upholstered, but it's tile, and that's also in his walk-in shower, bench seating in here as well. And of course, the water closet off to my left with more of that tile. But I love all these doorways. They're all framed beautifully. Everything's oversized or super substantial in this house. Everything is commercial grade. Now coming out of his bedroom, we're gonna step into hers. She got to get really fun, really creative. Obviously, you can see the pop of color already happening, and we haven't even stepped into her bathroom quite yet. So on the walls, more of that upholstery, really soft and plush, just like all the other rooms. And then we have upholstered wallpaper. So not much drywall happening in this house at all. And it just adds for a nice layer of character. Love seat overlooking Camelback Mountain and the 2.5 acres that you have here on this lot. She also has a built-in desk right here with more open shelving, a king-size bed, and then this beautiful chandelier above it. So a lot of fun touches she got to do. And stepping through this hallway, we've got the water closet on my right, the closet, which we'll step back into in just a moment. Now check out how light, bright, and fun she got to do her bathroom. Just leaning into the creativity here with the hot pink on the long vanity that goes the entire width. And it actually brings out the pink that's in this hexagonal tile below us. And these fixtures are mimicked on both sides here on this vanity and on this makeup vanity. So a great detail, freestanding tub, privacy from this tree outside here in the backyard, but tons of natural light into the walk-in shower, bench style seating. And before we go across the hallway and check out the last bedroom, I want to take you guys into the closet space because she also has a secret room. So as we come over here, of course, we've got the closet built in everywhere throughout this space. And then we also have another little music studio or whatever else you would put back here. All right, so now it's time to check out the very last bedroom here in this house. We've walked, I don't know, what is it, 25,000 square feet of interior space in this home, and then 2.5 acres. There's a lot to get through, but everything stays super consistent between every single room. Here we have the laundry room. This is the main one. So there's a lot of great detail in this laundry room, and you don't see that a lot, but starting here on the island, you have this little rolling pull out here for more folding or anything you need to do here on this island. You've got 4 machines here, which is a necessity in a home this large with entertaining this many people. Little drying racks that are built into the wall. Included with all that is a dog run. So your dog can freely come in and out, and you can actually keep them in here. So if you're having people over, guests coming in and out of the house, you can literally keep your dog stored away here safely. And this opens up, so if people want to say hello without opening the door, you can do that as well. So just a lot of thoughtful details. So as we step outside here, get that hooked back up, we're gonna enter into our last room here in this home. Off the laundry, we have the guest suite. So you have the ability to host lots of people. Friends and family are gonna wanna come here, stay here, and maybe not leave because we have a king size bed, a double custom bunk right here, queen on both top and bottom. Very industrial, masculine, moody vibe happening in here with the mixed use of metals and woods. Now stepping through this doorway, we have custom built-in here in the closet, of course, and then an ensuite. Every room has an ensuite. So we have a double vanity right here, this polished concrete effect. I like this pop of color on this fixture, really adding back some playfulness into what is a dark, more moody room. I like the recessed lighting as well, giving off that floating effect here on the vanity. And then as we step over to the left, you have a walk-in shower, more gray penny tile wrapping and lining that space. I just love all the different uses, materials, the textures. You can feel and touch everything in this house. But now I think it's time we head back outside to the backyard where we're gonna conclude this tour. Thanks for coming along with us on this week's episode, touring one of the most spectacular homes in Paradise Valley, Arizona. And before we conclude this tour, I'm gonna thank you, the viewer, for making it this far on this week's episode, and to Katrina Barrett for giving us the opportunity to showcase this listing here on the channel, and of course to Regal American Homes for building amazing one-off homes like this one. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next episode.